Hello, we are back. We are back. We still gotta be quiet though. We're gonna be telling the stories whispering. A little whispering. Hello again. Hello again. Hello. Alright, we're gonna start in 1 minute. And we're gonna start with the first story. Yeah. She is indeed. She is indeed. Beth, thank you for the galaxy. Come on. Thank you. Unreal. Should we start with the first story? Can you hear me okay if I talk like this? Can you hear me alright? Dennis, yeah, it could be hit or miss. Who sent stories? Okay. The stories were submitted by the following: Alicia, Amy, Asha, Augie, Beth, Cam, Candace, CB, Columbo, Chino, Gretchen, Jody, Mo, Nikki, and Rain. Alright, we do have 12 stories total. 12 total. Okay. Story number 1. Alright, here we go. On a remote beach vacation, I decided I wanted to go parasailing, but chose bravery adjacent behavior and sent my dad up first as a safety test. He wiped out on landing, stood up and said, "You'll love it, and good enough for me." They strapped me in, handed me a red glove and a blue glove, like I was about to direct air traffic, and launched me into the sky. I'm up there singing, taking pictures, fully convinced I've unlocked a new personality. Then it's time to land. Simple system: red flag, pull red, blue flag, pull blue. Except the wind immediately chose chaos. The flags are switching like I'm in a high-stakes game show. I'm yanking both arms like I'm starting a chainsaw. And I notice everyone on the beach is waving, then covering their eyes, which feels not encouraging. I come in fast, crash land into wet sand. Waves crash over me. 10 out of 10 drama, 0 out of 10 execution. The parasailing guys sprint over, unclip me, and then sprint away like they've seen enough. I'm lying there half in the ocean, realizing my ankle is facing a direction it has never faced before in its life. Because it's a holiday weekend in the middle of nowhere, I get taken to a veterinary clinic where I'm essentially told, don't do that again. Back at the hotel, there are no crutches, no wheelchair, so my family carts me around on a luggage trolley like lost baggage. The next day, someone else slips by the pool, and a wheelchair appears instantly, as if summoned by magic. Incredible timing. Good to know. Got home, got x-rays, broken in 2 places. So yeah, sent my dad up to make sure it was safe. Nailed the takeoff, absolutely crushed the landing. Ha. Well, that's an intense story. That must have been a rough landing. That's a tough one to shake off, but you know what? Good for you. That must have been, it's a memory, nonetheless. It's a memory nonetheless. My first guess with this story. Okay. And if I do get it right on the first try, I will tell you what the giveaway factor was for me. Okay, if I didn't get it right, then clearly it doesn't matter. But my first guess for story number 1 is Beth. Beth is my first guess for the first story. It's not Beth. Are you cooking tonight? Wait a sec. Oh, it's KK. What's up, KK? Oh, I made buffalo wing dip. I did. We finished it not too long ago. Okay. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll make it again. I will. I'll make it again for you. Okay. I promise. I will. Is there any left? No, there is not. No, there is not. Not me. Okay, it's not Beth. My next guess would be Augie. But why me? Because of the ending, how you put ha, period. There is a ha at the end, and you say just ha a lot. So I'm like, oh, for sure that's Beth. Boom. Swing and a miss. It didn't work. Yeah, see? Exactly, like that. I don't know. Okay, my next guess though, guess number 2, Og Dog. Is it Augie? Haley, thank you for the heart, man. Thank you. It's not Augie either. Okay, my third and final guess. CB. CB is my final guess. It is. Booyah! Come on. 1 for 1. I mean, we got it on our last guess, but we got 1 for 1. Let's go. CB was your guess. The only thing that made me guess Beth was the ha. I didn't realize CB did it that much too. I didn't realize. But I must have subconsciously, because I was like, I have 3 guesses and it's gotta be one of these 3. Alright, there we go, perfect. Okay, story number 2. Story numero 2. Hello from Manitoba, hello there. What's going on? Alright, I took acid one night and walked out of the house and Cheetos were dancing in the street. What the fuck? A walk that took less than 5 minutes to get to my car. It took about 20 because I was walking like a zombie. Cheetos were dancing in the street. Okay, wait. Fuck. You know this one? Is this one... What the fuck? Cheetos dancing in the street? That's the whole story. That was a short one. Was this one Gretchen? I'm gonna guess Gretchen as my first guess. I also have another guess though. I have another one to follow this guess up. It's called the Cheeto story. It's called the Cheeto story? Did it come from Chino? Did the Cheeto story come from Chino? No? Okay, my last and final guess is gonna be Alicia. Alicia's my third guess. Locked in. Locked in. No? Who was it? What the fuck? Who took acid and saw dancing Cheetos? I gotta know. Who was it? Was it Rain? Okay. Oh my fuck. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. No, I'm pissed. Because listen. Rain was my very first guess. I stared at Rain's name on this list for most of that time when I was looking down, and I'm like, okay, Rain's my first guess. 100% Rain. Rain. This is why I didn't. I swear before I started the live, I swear to God I thought I saw Rain put in the Discord that she forgot to submit a story. So in my head, I'm like, okay, Rain's one of the names that is an extra. So I'm like, okay, it's not with Rain. Because I didn't think she submitted one. Fuck. You played me. Fuck. Alright, you caught me. Fuck. Yeah, you got me on that one. Alright. I tried to get a 1-up. You know, I'm looking for all the advantages that I can get. And you threw me a fucking curveball. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna be faking me out now. I don't know what to believe. I can't believe anything now. I gotta just... Okay. Okay, where's story number 3? Alright, here we go. We have another long one. Back in high school, I was always one of the guys. Every Friday night was guys' night. We would grab some beer, a couple of shotguns, and a bag of weed and head out to the woods. Saturday nights were for going out on dates with their girlfriends when they had one. This was the rule, and most of the girls understood and accepted it. I was the only girl allowed to go on Friday nights. My friend Steve had been dating this girl for a couple of months that had absolutely hated me. She had been complaining for weeks that she'd wanted to go, using the excuse if I got to go, she should be able to go too. The guys didn't tell me, but they told her she could go one Friday night. It just so happened it had been raining all week, and they knew that the woods was going to be a muddy mess. This prissy-ass bitch shows up in her jeans and tennis shoes, full makeup and her hair done. I'm thinking whatever. So out into the woods we go. She was struggling to keep up and whining the whole time. We had to climb this hill that she was never gonna make, so the guys told me to take her down around the other way and meet them on the other side. I was like, what the fuck? So I took off with her, me knowing the woods like the back of my hand and having the only flashlight took her the worst possible way. Hold on. I made her wade down in all the gullies, climb over fallen trees, and I made sure I stayed far enough ahead of her so she couldn't see where she was going. She fell in the mud so many times, by the time we met up with the guys, she was crying and screaming to go home. She broke up with Steve 2 days later. Come to find out, the guys had planned all of this because Steve wanted to break up with her and didn't have the guts, so they used me to drive her away. Wow. They knew I would understand the assignment without even telling me what it was. That's good. That's good. Okay. This story, I feel like, has got Chino written all over it. This has got Chino written all over it. For sure. Locking it in. Boom. I'll tell you what gave it away for me, okay? At first, when I started reading, I'm like, this could be a few. I could have a few different guesses here. A few. And then we got to the part where it came down to this prissy ass bitch shows up in jeans and tennis shoes, full makeup, and her hair done. Right away, I'm like, that's Chino, for sure. Prissy ass bitch. Damn. Damn. That's good though. I like that. Chino understood the assignment. That's good. So what are we? We're 2 for 3. 2 for 3 right now. Can't help myself. With the boys. With the boys. She's the only one you've guessed Oliver's first guess. Fuck, we've been on fire. Guess. Fuck, we've been on fire with that. Been doing good. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Okay. Story number 4. When my friend and I were teenagers, we would drive across the border into Canada to get beer because it was more potent. We would tell them we were going to visit our grandparents in Sherbrooke. One time we had a surplus of beer, so we took off my door panels and hid in there. We had like 6 left over, so I was leisurely sipping on the way back to the border. My friend turns to me and says, "You had better hurry, there is only 6 miles to the border." So I threw them back quicker than a bit. And he says, "Oh, my bad, it was 6 kilometers, not miles. I could have drilled them." 6 kilometers. Oh, fuck. Yeah, 6 kilometers is definitely a lot shorter than 6 miles. Almost half. You know? You can almost double it, I mean, for miles. You want 6 miles? It's almost 12 kilometers. 6 kilometers. Oh boy. Okay, you would drive across to Sherbrooke. Where's Sherbrooke? I'm trying to think. I feel like that's in I feel like that's Ontario, right? Sherbrooke? Or it's somewhere up there. Who lives or lived maybe out there? Sherbrooke. You know what, too? This one also had a typo in it. This one also had a typo. So with that being said, my first guess is going to be Alicia. It's going to be Alicia. I might have been wrong with the Sherbrooke location, too. But Alicia's my first guess. Boom! Come on! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Boom! Boom! That's what I'm talking about. We're on a roll tonight. What are we? We're 4 for 5 now? We're 3 for 4. We're 3 for 4. That's what we are. 3, 4, 4. Okay. Here we go. Story number 5. We got another long one. We thought it would be a great idea to throw a party in the middle of a cornfield. Music blaring and drinks flowing. Not a care in the world. Everyone started talking and having fun and forgot to check to make sure the fire stayed controlled. Everything was going great until it wasn't. Our bonfire turned into a whole station real quick. It was dry and caught fast. Next thing you know, we were drunk running through a cornfield yelling, "What do we do?" Followed immediately by "Get water." Like any of us had brought a single responsible thought to that party. Nobody had water. Nobody could see. Half of us could barely run straight. Everyone was tripping over corn stalks. Somebody probably lost a shoe. And more than one person was standing there being absolutely no help while still screaming directions, beer in hand. Meanwhile, the rest of us were laughing and trying to figure out how exactly a bunch of drunk idiots were supposed to stomp out a whole field fire. By some miracle, we had a few actual firemen with us, who were somehow the only ones not completely useless or completely hammered. They got it under control before our bad decisions turned into criminal charges, so yeah, we threw a party in a cornfield, accidentally started a field fire, and somehow where is it? Wait, where is this one? Where's the ending to it? Shit. thank you for the galaxy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, my phone didn't die. I had to go back and re-screenshot some of the things because it didn't come through. We're good though. Okay, that was pretty much the end of the story. The ending was, and somehow we still laugh about it. Okay. My first guess for this story is gonna be Cam. Cam is my first guess for story number 5. Not Cam. Second guess, Augie. Augie's my second guess. Not Augie either? What the fuck? Okay. My third and final guess, Nikki. Who was it? It was Jody? Fuck, that was gonna be my next guess too. God, fuck. Oh, I should've known. I should've known. Oh, it was Jody. Damn, Jody, starting fires, eh? That's good though. That's a good one. That is a good one. Alright, we're 3 for 5. Not many cornfields in LA. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Alright, story number 6. When I was in college, all of my friends and roommates lived up near school except for me. I was living away from home, so it was on campus during the weekends. Every weekend they would have a guy and girlfriends come up from home, and there was a guy I was talking to, and we decided we needed alone time. We walked all around campus and couldn't find anywhere to go and just hang out. He started getting handsy. Next thing I know, we ended up in the bushes behind the dining hall. Yada yada yada. We went back to the dorms afterwards, and our friends were like, "What did you guys do?" We're like, "Oh, nothing. We just took a walk around campus, blah blah blah." Well, we thought we were slick until they were picking leaves and sticks out of my hair, so clearly they figured out what we were doing. But I gotta say, it was some funny shit. Okay. Okay, who's left here? Okay, my first guess for this one is going to be I don't know. I actually don't know. We're gonna go with Nikki. Nikki as our first guess. Nikki. No. Fuck. Keeps freezing. Okay. Was it Amy? Wasn't Amy? Was it Bama Cam? That's my final guess. Bama Cam. I'm locking it in. Bama Cam. Fuck. Who was it? Who was your first guess? I think you were my first guess. Oh, it was Columbo. I was gonna guess Columbo too. I gotta stick to my gut. Fuck. Columbo getting sticks and stuff pulled out of her hair. That's wild. That's a good one. Alright, well, we're 3 for 6 now. We're at 50%. Fuck. Alright. So first, a warning. Sorry if this grosses anyone out, especially you, Alex. I won't go into a lot of details, I promise. And I'm leaving a lot out. When my daughter was 4, I was running on the treadmill. She was playing with her Polly Pockets. If you know, you know. I didn't hear her come up from behind. She stuck her fingers into the back of the treadmill where it moves as I was running. They were stuck. I looked back, jumped off, pulled her fingers out. She, of course, was screaming. She wasn't bleeding at all. I ran to put her hand under the water. I called the doctor. He said no big deal. Put some Neosporin on it. I knew better. Ran to the ER. She went into shock. She ended up in the burn center. Damn, which is the place that you never want to see. She had burned 3 fingers down to the ligaments. Oh my god. She ended up having 2 skin grafting surgeries with cadaver skin for 3 months, and then a final one from skin from the back of her head, then months of rehab to gain the use of her fingers again. Final note, she has very little memory of it. The treadmill was pulled off of the market shortly after because it was missing a safety part that prevents this from happening. But that day will forever haunt me. Oh my god, that's fucked. What the fuck? Jesus. That's terrible. That is terrible. Oh, I never even would have thought of that. God damn. Having kids is hard, no doubt. No doubt. First guess. Beth. Beth is my first guess. Loud. Boom. Come on. Let's go. That's scary though, Beth. Jeez. Goodness, you've had some real scares, eh? I didn't puke. It was worst day. No doubt. No doubt. Jesus. Alright, story number 8. I was riding shotgun on the highway with my girlfriend driving, and we kept on passing and flirting with these cute guys in another car. The passenger was really hot and signaled that he wanted my number, so I gave it to him with hand signals. He called later that day and we agreed to meet up at my friend's bar. After laughing and getting to know each other, we thought we'd do some tequila shots and decided to pace ourselves by doing one every 15 minutes. We were getting more flirty and started kissing and groping each other. We lost track of the 15 minutes between shots after the first half hour and just started tossing them back. I think we ended up with about 12 shots each. In the middle of the dancing and making out, I got a wave of dizziness and ran to the back door of the bar where puked violently for what felt like forever. Being chivalrous, he followed to make sure I was okay, but in seeing me puke, he started to vomit too. It was a horror scene. His friend gathered him up and they left. I passed out in my friend's car. We never contacted each other again, and to this day, I can't smell tequila or I get queasy. Sorry, Amy. Okay, so this one definitely isn't Amy. We can nail that one right off the hop. We can, right off the hop, we know it's not Amy. All right. I'm gonna guess Mo. Mo is my first guess with this one. We're gonna guess Mo. Not Mo. Okay. If it's not Mo, I'm gonna guess Bama Cam. Is it Bama Cam? No? Okay, my last and final guess. Last and final guess is Nikki. Nikki is my final guess. I'm trying to think of who said they didn't like tequila before and I can't remember. It's not Nikki. Alright, who was it? Who was it? Oh, it was Og Dog. Damn. I thought about guessing Og Dog too, but I didn't. I should have. Og Dog. No shots for Augie. No tequila shots. Such an Augie story. Mo gave you tequila. I couldn't remember if Mo gave me tequila or vodka. For some reason, I thought it was vodka. I don't know. Alright. Number 9. A group of us joined a best ball charity golf tournament. Half the people were golfing and the other half were day drinking. Our group was on a good mix of both until some geese completely took over the fairway like they owned the place. My friend hesitated to swing, but another said, "Relax, they'll move." They did not move, not even a little. If anything, they looked like, "Go ahead, try it." So she swung, and for one moment it looked like a beautiful shot, until it wasn't. Direct hit on a goose. Time froze. The goose let out the loudest, most offensive sound ever and fell over. The rest of the geese started screaming and took off. We just stood there in silence. "I didn't mean to hit it," she said. The rest of the group were crying, laughing. The marshal finally came to collect it, and he put it on the back of his cart. As he drove off, he went over a bump. Unknown to the marshal, the goose's head slipped off the cart. We watched, mortified, as it kept banging up and down off the ground. Oh my God. We chased after the cart until we were able to alert him to the situation. Needless to say, it was the talk of the rest of the tournament. Our drinking increased, our golf score was doomed, and my friend refused to golf ever since. Okay, wait, was that the end of it? I think so. Oh my God, that's crazy. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna guess this story belongs to... I'm gonna guess Amy. Amy's my guess on this one. Guess number 1. The poor goose, I know, eh? Yeah, they got a birdie though. They got a birdie. No? Alright, I'm gonna guess Nikki again. I'm gonna guess Nikki again for this one here. not Nikki either. What the fuck? Is it Asha? Yes, it was Asha. Let's go. Let's go. Damn, what a sight to see, eh, Asha? What a sight to see. You knew by the marshal. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Alright, story number 10. My mom and I decided to take an Ancestry.com test. It was really cool to see where our ancestral lines trace back to. We also found some distant cousins. Fast forward 7 years to 2021 and get this message. Forward 7 years to 2021 and get this message my Ancestry.com account lately. I went straight to my account and saw that I had a match for a close relative / sibling. Long story short, my father had another daughter 3 years older than me that nobody knew about. The mother had kept it secret and had put the baby up for adoption at 3 days old. What the fuck? That's wild. It's like something you see on like a movie or something. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna guess my first guess for this one. My first guess. Guess numero uno. Candace. I'm gonna guess Candace. Not Candace. Mo. I'm gonna guess Mo is my second guess. No. Okay, my last and final guess is Gretchen. No. Okay, I don't know. Who is it? Oh, it was Nikki. Fuck. No way. No way, Nikki. That's wild. That's wild. That's a crazy story. Like I said, that's something you'd see on like a movie or a TV show. Alright. Story 11. Back years ago, me and two of my friends went mud bogging late one evening in a chopped down Jeep of one of their boyfriends. We have done it multiple times on our four-wheelers in this area. Well, it started getting late and we were way out in the woods, went into a small creek, or we thought, ended up tires deep in the mud. It was getting dark and we were trying to get out of the mud and back in town. Knowing how far we were from town, we decided it would be safer to stay at the Jeep until daylight due to the animals in that area. Remember, we were all around 22 and still lived at home. Once the sun started coming out, we tried again to get unstuck. We looked for anything to wedge under the tire to help grip it. After an hour of slinging mud all over ourselves, we gave up. We decided to start walking. About a mile into the walk, we heard dogs and people. Come to find out, our parents had called the police and the rescue squad. They had been looking for us since 2 that morning. We went back to where the Jeep was. We were still covered in mud. About all you could see was the color of our eyes. They pulled the Jeep out and towed it with us in it due to the fact that they would not let us in their vehicles. Took us to a car wash. It was so embarrassing. But needless to say, we were on our four-wheelers the next weekend doing the same thing and did not get stuck. That's wild. That's a wild one. Who was out mudding? I'm gonna guess Cam. Right off the hop, I'm guessing Cam. Bama Cam's my first guess. It does sound fun. Agreed. Boom. It's Alabama Cam. I got it. I thought that would be a Cam story as soon as I started reading it. Alright. Here we go. Final story. Number 12. My friend and I were out one night at the bar. There was a local band we always went to see. At the time we were 17 but able to get into certain clubs. That night the drummer was so drunk we gave him a ride home. Halfway to his house my friend yelled out, laughing, "Put your clothes back on." The drummer in the back had stripped naked. We laughed for hours. 2 weeks later my mom was in the back seat and yells, "Whose men's underwear are these?" We still laugh to this day. You know what this sounds like to me? This to me sounds like an Amy and Gina story, okay? This sounds like an Amy and Gina story, so my guess is gonna be Amy. That's my first guess. Oh, I got it. Let's go. Let's go. That's a good one. Those were good stories again this week, ladies. Those were good. Gina screamed, "Put your clothes on." Yeah, I figured laughing. I'm piecing it together and I'm like, this sounds like an Amy and Gina story in the buff. You know? 100%. 100%. That's good though, that's funny. We did actually decent tonight. I don't know how many we got right in total, how many guesses we got right, but I think we did pretty good again tonight. Those were fun, yeah. They were fun. Another great 12 stories. Buff in the buff. Oh man, that's funny. I'm still pissed that I stared at Reigns for so long and I stared at her name and I let the Discord message deceive me, fool me, throw me right off the goddamn scented case. I was on it. I'm like, I know. Rain. But then I'm like, she didn't send one in. And I got fucked. 7 out of 12. I got 7 out of 12 tonight. That's pretty good, actually. I'll take that. Fuck yeah. Love story time? Yeah, it's good. You definitely know us, I do. 5 first guesses, 2 third guesses, 5 wrong. That's pretty good, actually. That's really good. I'm impressed with myself for that. Let's go. Columbo's got the stats in the Discord. I love it. We're gonna call it in like 5 to 10 minutes though. 5 to 10 minutes we'll call it, and we will be back on tomorrow morning. Working. It's so hard to tell stories without giving away big clues. Yeah, that is true. That's true. I can't believe I got I can't believe I got Alicia's right off of the typo. Amy, thank you for the roses. Thank you, thank you. I think you've got all three of mine. I have to change my writing style. Wait, Beth, did I get yours again tonight? I had to change my language to American for mine. I didn't realize I should have fixed it. Yeah. I try to look for little things, you know, subtle little things that might give it away, but like it doesn't really always work. You know, like the ha, for example, with CB. I thought for sure it was Beth, but I was wrong. It was CB. You got hers first. Oh, I did. I mean, I can't tell you what happened on top of the Empire State Building at night in the story. What? What, hot dog? What the fuck? If stop is one, would you guess? Wait, what do you mean? If stop is one, you would guess. Like, as a clue, you mean? Yeah, I would. I think so. I try and put it all together in the sense of like, I mean, I've watched Discord messages for a while, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of Discord messages between the group. So like when it comes down to like writing styles and like how things are worded, sometimes I can filter out at least a few people where I'm like, okay, I know it's not this, like, but then like for the most part, like it's got to be like little things, small, subtle little things that might give it away. But even that isn't 100% either. Hola, hola, hola. You type in country slang. Chivalrous. Chivalrous. Yes, thank you for the heartbeat. You did good, thank you. I used a word to make you think it might have been Kathy. I would have thought Kathy, honestly, I would have, if her name was in the list. But there was no Kathy in the list tonight. There was no Kathy. Smart play, though. Smart play, trying to throw me off. I think Rain, I gotta give Rain credit again, okay? She wins the award tonight for throwing me off the hardest, you know, with that message in the Discord, because I just so happened to see that message in the brief moment that I was in the Discord chat. I happened to see that one, and I'm like, okay, boom, right in my head, I'm thinking, okay, automatically count Rain out for tonight. There's no Rain stories. And I was sadly mistaken and fooled again. Oh yeah. Well, I feel like each week there's been some new people, for sure. Are you the guy that laid an egg on live? Yeah, I did. I'm still sitting on it right now too, actually. It's supposed to hatch tomorrow at some point. Then we're gonna make omelets. Wait, no, that doesn't work. You can't make an omelet after an egg's hatched. Never mind. doesn't work. I'd have to make an omelet right now. There were some questions you need to answer. I hope it's a dragon egg so we can have a baby Drogon. A little Drogon. Imagine. W egg. W. Get our own Drogon. Baby Drogon, please. Yeah. That'd be majestic. Majestic as fuck. Magical, one would say, actually. He's a good egg. Yeah, thanks, Eve. Just a good egg. I'm very egg-like sometimes, you know? I feel like an egg right now. Make sure you go back for the questions and answer this year. Alright, I will. This year. Father of Dragons. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna call it in 3 minutes, 10:45, and we're gonna hop off tonight. You wanna fly on Drogon? I know, I feel like that would be fucking sick. It would be sick. Why are you dying? What happened? Good night. Have a great night. Oh, Haley, absolutely, it was fun. It was indeed, and thank you for the hand hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who submitted stories again. We will do round 4 next week, okay? Like I said, as long as we've got stories rolling in, we'll keep doing them because I like it. It's fun. It's a great time, I think, reading some stories. If anybody new would like to get involved in sharing a story as well and join in on the fun, send them to Columbo, as long as Columbo's okay with continuing to do that. I feel like we've got a good system working right now with it. But send your stories to Columbo, Christine Columbo, and we will get them. We'll pick a date for next week within the next couple days. But yeah, I encourage you, okay, if you haven't shared a story yet, send them to Christine. Join in. Hold on here. Yeah. Send them to Columbo. Join in on the fun. They're great. You know, it's a great time. It's a great time. And as long as we've got the stories coming in, we are gonna continue to do it. We've all had such wonderful adventures in life. It's hilarious to share. Oh, absolutely. No, it's great. We've seen a lot of great stories already. And this was the 3rd time we've done it. And we've had about 12 to 13 stories each time. So, you know, we've seen almost 40 stories. Almost. Was a great idea. Hello? Does anybody else's TV ever do that? you have it paused for too long, and then all of a sudden it just unpauses itself, and it's like, oh, fuck it. I'm bored. Let me resume myself. And then it just starts playing. Fucking scared the shit out of me, too. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And it was loud. I thought for sure it was gonna wake Britt up, too. She didn't even budge, though. Didn't even bat an eye. That scared the fuck out of me. Alright, ladies, we are gonna call it a night here, though. We are gonna call it a night. We will be back tomorrow morning, like I said, so stay tuned for that. Alright, it'll be about probably around 9:30. Thank you all again for everything tonight. Much love, ladies. Enjoy what's left of your night. We will see you tomorrow. And as always, good night. And love you, bye. Ciao, ciao, amigos. Ciao, ciao.